Hey guys, and welcome to Day Scott Revenue, daily content on entrepreneurship and personal growth. Now, it's very simple how I bring you that content. I simply create my learning from each day into value you'll gain, into content you'll gain value from. So all I'm doing is discussing my learnings from the day through experiences, through failing at things, through everything that happens within my day. I will then put that into content that you can gain value from. So you're learning from my failures and my experiences. So you have the times two learning of your journey, your entrepreneurial journey, and you get to learn from my journey as well. Because it doesn't matter whether we're in different industries, different product services, it doesn't matter. Because we're still going to we're still going to have the same general issues, like dealing with the mental health of entrepreneurship and the discipline of entrepreneurship and managing your time, managing yourself and your financials, every aspect of business. It's still, in a general sense, there's still so much we can help each other with. So that's what this channel is for, to allow entrepreneurs to come together, the ones that are in the trenches, that are in the grind, and the up and coming budding entrepreneurs, to come together and feel confident to collaborate with one another, to discuss their issues as an entrepreneur and how we can improve one another's journey and help each other to achieve our desired outcome. So I really hope you stay. Apologies about the audio isn't usually as bad. It is usually better. It's just because I'm not doing this at the office because I'm travelling about a lot recently, so that's why I'm actually doing it at home and I don't have my audio equipment. So the audio is better for our views, but just not this one. Okay, let's get into the video. This is an interesting one and it's very vivid in my memory due to some recent examples, but it's a very interesting one, and I know for a fact lots of startups will face this and will fall into this trap. This is about the guilty salesman. Hey guys, and welcome back. So daily blog 90, 10 away from 100. We're getting there. Very excited for 100 because I'm going to do something very stupid for it, which I'm not going to promise now because I might not do it, but I will do it. I'll let you know in a later blog. Anyway, let's focus on this. The guilty salesman. So what does this mean? What does that title mean? What this title means is something that I've experienced a lot recently with people trying to sell things to me, whether it's their services, their product, their event, whatever it is. I've noticed this a lot more recently in sales pitches, and I just want to sort of clean the slate with this because I feel like a lot of startups will fall into this trap of giving into the guilty salesman because it's a big sales tactic. So I find as a startup it's very easy to say yes to everyone. You're always wanting to help everyone, especially with what I do. A big part of what I do is building communities. It's building communities within cities, so a big part of what I do is how can I help you and connecting people. So I do tend to say yes to most people to help them connect to each other because it's a big part of what I do. It's a big part of what I do. So, and for other startups, I believe it's very easy to say yes to everything because you want to jump on all the opportunities. You want to be there first. You want to make sure you get the best service. You want to make sure you get the best support. So it's very easy to say yes to everything because obviously the sales pitch is always the nicest part, isn't it? It's always got all the flash and all the accreditations, the awards and all that. So it's always very flashy and always looks like you definitely need it. And a lot of people, a lot of salesmen and women will, in order to engage you into their sales pitch and engage you into their purchase, they'll give you something free. They'll give you free value, whether that's an hour consultation call, it could be an ebook, it could be a talk at an event, it could be all sorts. So there's lots of ins and lots of different sales tactics, which are great tactics and I use myself and they're fantastic. However, what I've noticed recently is, and I'm sure this happens all the time, it's just my experience recently with a lot of sales talk is that I've had them give me the free value that they've offered. They've offered whether it's an hour consultation or just a meeting to get to know each other and just learn about what we can offer each other, and they've given that free value of just getting to know each other and giving me some consultation, and then I've not felt like I wanted the business because for whatever reason, and then they've turned very sour over it because they've gone and given me this free value and I haven't then paid them and gone through with working with them, because they almost feel like I have to now because they've given me some sort of value. It's that guilt trip. And with some people it does work, and a year ago it would have worked for me, and I think still it does sometimes. I do tend to say yes to too much, and I know that's bad. I know I shouldn't. But at the end of the day, you have to understand that you're the decision maker. You make the decision, and that's final. And a big thing that I learned with, I can't remember who said it, but anyway, it was to do with, if, I don't have a team yet, and I'm not sure if you will, but if you build a team, and when you have a team, and obviously they're working for you, suddenly you have a lot of responsibility. And when I'm talking about a team and responsibility is, if you keep on saying yes to things, and if you keep on saying yes to things, and then that puts your business at risk, whether it's financial risk, or if it just, which is the main thing most likely, is a financial risk, and then you're not going to be able to pay your employees just because you want to be nice and say yes to this person, or always take up all these opportunities, not just bring a few to fruition, then what example are you setting to your employees? And two, how does that fill your employees with confidence in you, that the fact that you can't be strict enough for your decisions in order to maintain the growth and the sustainability of your company to keep them in job? It's not good. It really isn't. So you really have to become stronger to put your foot down, and I think it's really hard to do that at the start, because you're just very new to everything, and it's very easy to be very neglectful and just feel like you need everything. It just takes experience, and I know I'm not completely there yet. I'm building up there. I think it's just years and years of experience, no matter, even if you have like a mentor there, which absolutely will help to keep you on the right path and keep you away from the cowboys. But at the end of the day, I think it's an experience thing. But the reason I'm speaking about it today is I've just had some very vivid examples recently, which I'll give you some ideas of the examples. Obviously not going to name names. So one example was I'm on a call list for events that I've been to. And they call me probably about every 2 weeks. I've tried to get off this call list, I'm still not off it. And I've been to the events before. I really enjoyed the events. I'm happy with the events. I have nothing bad to say about them. I think they're great. But now obviously they just want me to come to more, so then I can pay more for their course and whatever. But I don't, like, I did a course, it was brilliant, I'm happy with it, I don't need to pay for anything more, I'm happy with what I got. But they call me up every 2 weeks to try sell me other things, get me on other events, and obviously people within the networks to their events. And because they always call me up and I always say I'm not interested, they've started to get more fed up with me. I'm like, I've told you to take me off this list, and they won't even like let you speak. They'll just sort of give you the pitch and go, "Whoa, can you just wait a minute?" So what? Oh, but you've gone on to go. I'm not interested. But what about this? They go, I'm not interested. And last time I said I'm not interested, they just put the phone down and they didn't even speak to me. And it's just like, it's almost like making feel bad tactic. But I just think that's bad sales. Another example was I had a meeting recently. This was probably the most vivid example, and which I'm a little hesitant to speak about, actually. Okay, I'm going to do it anyway, but I'm going to be careful of how I say it. Okay, so I had a meeting, and basically we had a meeting. First time we'd met before, but we'd never had like an official meeting, just sort of met a meet up or whatever. But we actually had an official business meeting because we in similar areas to help each other. That person has a lot more experience than me, so obviously they have unbelievable knowledge that they can give me that can help. Had a meeting, discussed what we can both do for each other, and obviously in that they gave some free consultations what they think the way I should take something, and I thought it was great. I noted it all down because it was great information. They have lots of experience on me that I don't have. Of course I'm going to note this down, but it took a very interesting turn when they said about, I'm giving you all this free value. If they basically said, I'm not joking, I can't remember verbatim, but they basically said in the meeting, if you don't take me on and give me a shot, so basically pay me for a month, then I'm going to end you. And that blew me away. And I think it was kind of joking, but it kind of made me, I still don't know if it was a joke or not, because that person was very serious, and they were sort of joking a bit, but then they're like, no. It was a weird thing. Not experienced to that level of uncomfortability in a meeting. It was an odd experience. But either way, whether it was a joke or not, after it anyway, I could tell they weren't happy to carry on speaking to me, giving me the value. They were kind of like giving me consultation, unless I was going to promise them I was going to go into business with them. And I just took them back and said, look, let's just take this back for a minute. We've met up. I've learnt what you do, what you can offer. You've learnt what I do. I think that's great. You keep on asking me, can I ask you questions? And obviously I'm going to pick your brain. You can leave at any point. You give me as much value as you want to. You can walk away right now, that's fine. I'm not forcing you to give me value. You're choosing to answer me. You're choosing to allow me to ask you questions. Don't pin this on me if you can't manage, if you don't have structures in place in order to stop giving people too much value. That's your issue, not mine. So don't make me feel guilty. And I feel this is really big because a year ago I would have given into this tactic and I would have taken the business. I know I would have. Whereas now I'm a lot more reserved and I think a lot more. And one, I probably wouldn't have said that in the meeting, because I did say, I said, look, you're out of order about this. And just sort of, what you have to realise is every sales pitch, every sales call, whatever it is, that person who's trying to sell you something goes into that knowing it can go either way. Whether they're giving you free value, whatever, they go into that knowing full well it can either be a sale or it can not be a sale. Simple as. There's no ifs or buts about that. It can go either way. Obviously, they've designed a pitch to engage you and all that, absolutely. But at the end of the day, you have every right to say yes or no. So don't ever feel bad or feel guilt-tripped into anything, please. And I hope this is resonating with someone. This really resonates with me. Maybe this isn't a common thing for people, but like this is huge for me because I really got guilt-tripped into even like opportunities, are very easily led by things. Please don't feel bad. If they're trying to guilt trip you in, which they will because it's a sales tactic, give tons of value and you just feel like you have to give back. Gary Vee is actually an interesting one of that because he doesn't do that. He just gives tons of free value and then doesn't sell anything off the back of it, which is he's a very nice spirit when it comes to that, which is quite a nice sort of person to look to. But obviously most people are going to try and monetize it, and absolutely you should, is that's business. But don't feel bad if they're coming into you with a sales pitch and you don't feel like you want to do it, or if you want to have a think about it, because a big sales tactic is to get the sale there and then, because if they allow you to go away and think about it for a week or a few days, whatever it is, it's so much less likely for you to, I don't know the percentage rate, but it's like unbelievably so much lower. Say 10 out of 10 was you'll get 9 out of 10 was to get the sale there. If you go away for a few days, it's something like 3 out of 10 or whatever it is. So it's a big difference. Therefore, why they're going to very forcefully try to push the sale. And network marketers are very good at this, which I respect. They're brilliant. I've learned lots of stuff from network marketers because that's what they do. They've got to sell to people continuously, and they're very good at it. So my thing is just don't feel bad. Don't be neglectful. If they trying to make you feel guilty and it goes a little sour in the sales pitch and they start feeling quite sour to you, then that, sorry, I just made that worse. If they end up being a bit sour to you, then I think I've gone on doing that 3 times. Sorry, my eyesight's terrible. If they end up going a bit sour in the sales pitch, then it just ignore it. Just walk away, because at the end of the day, do you really want to work with that person? Even if they're amazing at what they do you honestly want to work with someone who's gonna that easily get annoyed through not being able to gain the sale? They're just not going to be fun to work with. But anyway, I feel like I've rambled on and I don't know if any of it makes sense. See, this is what happens when I don't structure videos too much and just start rambling. I don't think it makes, hopefully it makes sense. If it does, please do comment down below, because for me this is huge, so I feel like if it's huge for me, it must be huge for someone else. That's how I like to think anyway. So if it does resonate with you, let me know. And your takeaways: don't be guilt tripped into a sale. You understand that you make the decision 100% of the time. It's your decision. Fuck the salesman or salesman. Honestly, fuck them. Your decision, your business, your responsibility, your money. It's yours. Fuck them. It's yours. I don't usually swear that much, and I apologise for it, but it's needed because I don't want startups to be guilt tripped and fall into business or purchases and whatever sales that's gonna really affect their cash flow for the business and damage, and worst comes to worst, just actually finish the business because they can't afford it. So yeah, I'm gonna stop ranting on. Don't be neglectful. Think and reach out to me if you're in this stage. Let's talk about it, because I'm not ever dealing with these sales pitches and always turning them down. So anyway, let's chat in the comments, DM me, whatever. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow my Twitter at @ScottMears_, Facebook at @ScottMearsEntrepreneur, and my Instagram at @ScottMearsEntrepreneur. This was Day to Day Scott, the best way to predict the future. Create, go out there, create the future. It was an absolute pleasure. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Have a lovely weekend. Not weekend. Honestly, I'm so tired. I'm just gonna go. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye bye.